Hello, in this video, I would like to show you how to create a portfolio or how to invest our money monthly in a way that we can hopefully minimize the risk of losing money or maximize the return on investment. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I will create a new row here and I will make an assumption. Again, you can play with this assumption. Assumption here is that I will invest every month by it's $1,000 per month, right? So I will assume that I will invest $1,000 per month for next 5 years. And I'm going to calculate here number of shares expected to buy. I say expect because everything here happens really, we expect in the future. Things are gonna happen in the future. I'm trying to make the forecast now. So if I invest $1,000 every month, basically I can buy 1,000 divided by current price of Apple, which is 3.39 shares. Again, I will assume that I can buy partial shares in today's environment. That's possible. I don't need to buy 3 or 4. I can buy 3.4. And since I'm gonna use the same amount, you could change with all these parameters, obviously. Assumptions. I would like to assume that I will keep investing $1,000 next 5 years. So I click on the blue cell and press F4 to lock it. Now I can drag it right, drag it down. So you can see how many shares every month I can purchase, expect to purchase next 5 years. However, if I wanna understand my wealth, because this is more like flow variable, this is new shares coming in. I'm really interested in my wealth, so cumulative number of shares if I go with either one of these companies. So at the first month, I will have this many shares of Apple, 3.4, and I can do the same thing for other 3 companies. But then I need to look at my previous balance, number of shares, plus new shares coming in a given month. So I can drag this one right down corner, double click, so you can see number of shares cumulatively here. Now I can understand my wealth in terms of dollars, assuming that if I sell these shares at this given month, this is potentially how much I could have. So basically, this is cumulative Apple shares times Apple forecasted price. I can drag it to the right. I don't really care about decimals right now. And right down corner, black cross, double click. So you can see that if I invest my money, let me just actually put top left corner freeze so I can see it better. View, freeze panes. So you can see here that my wealth, if I invest in Apple, will go up to $109,000 on average versus Coke, $78,000 based on historical data, based on averages. And obviously I invested here $60,000. So any of these companies on average would give me better off. $1,000 times 60 months, $60,000. All right, so what am I gonna do right now? I think it is important to really understand that this is the wealth that I create at the end of 5 years. However, I think it's important to really convert all these values into maybe today's dollars, right? Since this is a multi-year study, and I would like to convert these values into today's dollars. So how am I gonna do that? So I need to make an assumption here, the time value of money assumption. And personally, I like to use 9% here normally. Discount rate. Discount rate. Time value of money. Why? This depends on your best alternative if you don't invest. So I assume that I can invest my money into S&P 500. In the long run, it would give me around 8.5, 9, sometimes not 10, but on average, I would say somewhere around 9% per year. But however, I want to calculate this discount rate per month. So that will make more sense for my calculations. So discount rate, let's calculate per month. So I could just do geometric average, which is 1 plus the rate to the power of number of periods. So in this case, I'm converting from year to month. 1 month is 1 over 12 years. So that's why my power is going to be 1 over 12 minus the principal that I added at the beginning. So you can see that discount rate that I'm going to use here is going to be 0.072%. Again, these are your input parameters so that you can change it based on your assumptions, whatever you think is your discount rate is, whatever you think you are going to invest. You could even put the growth rate here. I'm not going to make it so complicated right now. All right, so now I can understand my wealth instead of in future dollars. These are future dollars. I can convert my wealth into today's dollars. Again, some people just use here inflation, 2%. That's fine with me. But I'm assuming I'm a great investor. I can invest my money into S&P 500 and get 9% annually. And when I create this kind of portfolio, I better beat that. I want to beat 9%. That's why I use discount rate of 9% here. All right, so now I can discount this cash flow. These are not the cash flows, wealth, and calculate the cumulative wealth. Again, these are all cumulative numbers. You cannot add them up. They're all added up together in today's dollars. So what I could do is I could discount this, divide by the discount rate, 1 plus monthly discount rate. I will use the same number over and over again. So I would like my F4 rate. And I discount this by one month. So that's why power is 1. I choose here. Now I can just drag this one to the right, and then I can drag it, double click bottom right corner. So you can see that my wealth at the end of 5 years, actually if I invest all my money into Apple, is not $109, it is more $70, $70,809. What does it mean? So obviously, 5 years from now, on average, I expect to get $109,000 if I invest all my $1,000 monthly investments into Apple, which is 60 grand of investments overall. However, if I had a chance to invest $70,890 into S&P 500, that would give me 9% return annually. That money would grow up to $109,000. So what I mean by that is that equivalent of this 109,000 is $70,890 if a stock alternative gives you 9% return. So if I really want to beat the S&P 500, I better get more than 9%. All right, so that's what it means. So, and in this case, really, I'm getting more than 9% because my profit is really $60,000 minus that. So I think this is good for this video. Next video, maybe I will just look more into profit point of view. Until next video, enjoy business analytics.